What's the matter, Sam? You look pale. Is something wrong?
I have overeaten, and now I am feeling some uneasiness in my stomach. What should I do?
This problem is known as acidity, which is due to excessive intake of spicy food. This acidity of food is relieved by using an antacid, which is a mild base like sodium bicarbonate. A mild base neutralizes the excess acid produced in the stomach and makes you feel relieved. In this lesson, you will learn about properties and uses of bases. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to define a base, explain the physical and chemical properties of bases, explain how indicators help to identify a base, and list the uses of bases.
Tell me more about a base.
Any substance that can produce hydroxide ions when dissolved in water is known as a base. For example, sodium hydroxide, when dissolved in water, dissociates into sodium ion and hydroxide ion.
How can one identify a base? Do they have any unique properties?
Yes, they do. Bases can be identified with their physical properties. For example, they are bitter to taste. But you must never taste a base, as strong bases are corrosive in nature and denature the protein.
What are these colored strips of paper? What are they used for?
These colored strips of paper are called litmus paper. Bases turn the red litmus to blue. Apart from litmus paper, we can use methyl orange. On addition of methyl orange to a base, like sodium hydroxide, the orange color of methyl orange changes to yellow, and when phenolphthalein is added to sodium hydroxide, it changes to pink.
It's slippery. It feels like soap.
Bases feel soapy on touch. This is because they dissolve the fatty acids and oils from the skin, and it reduces the friction between your fingers as we rub them together. Due to this property, bases are used in the preparation of soaps.
What is this?
Bases are good conductors of electricity in aqueous solution. In aqueous solution, they release ions, which conduct electricity. To prove this, let's perform a small experiment. First, we take 10 milliliters of sodium hydroxide solution and 10 milliliters of water in a beaker. Then, we take a cork and fix 2 carbon rods in it. Next, we connect the rods with an electric wire in series, along with a battery, switch, and a bulb. Now, we insert the setup into the beaker with sodium hydroxide. Finally, pass electricity through it. We can observe that the bulb glows. From this, we can conclude that bases conduct electricity.
Ouch! It's hot.
When bases are diluted with water, they give out heat. Let's look at this experiment. We take 5 grams of sodium hydroxide pellets in a test tube. To this, we add 10 milliliters of water slowly by stirring. On diluting with water, some heat is released, due to which the test tube becomes warm. Let's observe the chemical behavior of these bases.
Chemical behavior?
Bases react with some metals, like zinc, and liberate hydrogen. For example, when sodium hydroxide reacts with a metal like zinc, it liberates hydrogen gas along with the formation of sodium zincate.
I don't see any gas. How can you say it's hydrogen gas?
The liberated gas can be tested with a burning splinter, which is put off with a pop sound indicating the presence of hydrogen gas.
What's next?
Bases react with non-metallic oxides to form salt and water. This is very similar to a neutralization reaction between an acid and a base. From this, it can be concluded that non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. Consider an example. When carbon dioxide gas is allowed to pass through calcium hydroxide, it results in the formation of calcium carbonate and water. Now, can you tell some of the uses of bases?
Yes. Bases neutralize the acidity caused in my stomach.
Not all bases, only mild bases neutralize the acidity. Apart from that, bases have a variety of uses in daily life. Let's look at some of them. Bases like sodium hydroxide are used in the manufacture of soaps, paper, and synthetic fibers like rayon. A base like calcium hydroxide is used to manufacture bleaching powder. Bleaching powder is used as a disinfectant. Magnesium hydroxide is used as an antacid to neutralize the acid produced in the stomach. This is similar to the one you have taken to obtain relief from your acidity problem. Bases are useful to plants too. A base like ammonium hydroxide is used in the preparation of fertilizers like ammonium phosphate and ammonium sulfate.